group will be made up of graduates from the National Chefs Training Program.
The cooks will be led by Madiba's former chef, Xoliswa Ndoyiya. Now, to tell us more, we are joined here by Culinary Tables, Tshegofatso, Seripe. Tshegofatso, welcome and thank you very much for coming in.
Hi, and thank you so much for inviting me, Mr. Dan and Miss Yveka.
Oh, it's wonderful to have you. Now, you're going to attempt something. You're going to do this today. It's 100 meals, one for every year that Madiba, if he were alive today, would have lived. Just tell us what thought has gone into that. How have you planned this?
This was just to celebrate Mandela's centenary as the National Youth Chefs Training Program, because this opportunity for us to be chefs, it was initiated by him, and It was funded by the Department of Tourism through their expanded public works. And it was, as we're celebrating him, we decided to ask Ms. Xoliswa, as she is the former chef, to ask him about Mandela's favorite dish. Oh. And so she told us that Mr. Madiba's signature dish is the tripe and
it's mine too. I love it.
So, as we were trained in French classic cooking, we decided, guys, let's just go back home and do a pie using tripe.
Oh. Tripe pie. That's something I haven't tried.
Yeah, so mukhodu and mngqusho sounds like a very nice combination. So that's going to be one of the things. This pie is going to be one of the 100 that you're going to be doing today.
Yes, we're doing 100 dishes for the children and youth around the Freedom Park area in Tshwane. And behind this dish, it was the cottage pie. That's the inspiration. Okay. So we decided, let's take the cottage pie, but make the mukhodu cottage pie.
Okay, so just to clarify, it's not 100 different dishes for every, it's 100 of this one dish.
Yes, it's 100 of this.
Because I thought that's going to take you a couple of days to do. Wonderful.
It was going to take us a couple of days. So
you said your program, the National Youth Chefs Training Program, is under the Department of Tourism. Yes. Now, is it young people like yourselves from everywhere across the country? How did you get onto the program?
It is everywhere across the country. I saw about this program as I was reading through the newspaper, and I decided, you know what, let me apply for this, because I was studying hospitality and catering. So I was more into hotel management, but I realized that my genuine love for food took me there to the...
Oh, you're like Yveka, she loves
I love my food.
Don't let her look deceive you.
No.
She spends as much time in the gym as much as she eats.
Then she must invite me to her place.
Oh, definitely, especially if you're going to come cook that tripe for me. Definitely. But your passion for cooking, you obviously have to have a passion for cooking. You have to enjoy being in the kitchen, because there's some people who know that they just don't want to do it. Where did you get that from?
I think being raised by my grandmother, seeing her cook every day for me, that's where I got the passion from. And luckily, going to school, they teach us the correct way of cooking, the things that Granny told us.
I don't know, but Granny might have an issue with that, because her way is always the correct way.
They're always the correct way.
And the tastier way.
I was just about to say, but Granny's food is
definitely
the tastiest.
Better. I don't know about the
Granny's
correct way.
food are comfort food.
Yeah.
Comfort food.
So what time is your program at Freedom Park starting, and what have you been told, how is this day going to run to dish out this tripe pie, the specialty that Madiba loved? We're
starting today at 10 o'clock. After the interview, I'll be rushing to Freedom Park. But the children and youth around Pretoria today, they are going for a tour around the Freedom Park Museum, so that's where we'll be dishing up for them.
And what's for dessert? There must be dessert.
We're not making dessert. It's winter. We're only serving the signature dish of our late Strado icon.
One dish, but it's a very good thing. Good luck.
Okay, good luck. Wonderful, wonderful.
And by the way, before you go, have you finished your course with this training program? Are you done now?
Yes, I'm done with the course. And after I was done, that's when I opened my company, the Culinary Table. And others, the former graduates like mine, some of them are already working overseas. One of us is working for one of Donald Trump's hotels. So
okay, then.
Well done. Culinary Table.
Yes.
Yes. And good luck for today also.
Thank
wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. You guys are invited to take pictures and interviews during the event today.
And she didn't say to taste.
I'm sure our reporters will be there.
You will be